Hearing them, just a minute.
Sir, in FB03, after changing the payment term, that is MT60, let's go to FBL1 and it should show calendar, no sir?
So NT60, it should show calendar, correct? It will show calendar.
Yeah, for me it's not showing calendar, sir, but it's showing MT60.
Have you saved it?
Yes, sir. Twice I have done this, but I'm not able to find that calendar.
Calendar symbol you are not able to see, yeah?
Yeah, I'm able to see bell icon.
So giving net 60, yeah?
Yeah, it's showing NT60, but it's not showing calendar.
Mhm. Is it any backdated?
No, sir. Today only I did.
Yeah, check with lab faculty. Some simple thing, some simple mistake you are doing, right? It's not a big thing. Check with him, yeah? We should see the screen, what is happening.
Okay.
Excuse
Yes,
me.
yes, sir.
So while I'm creating the open item, the system asked me profit center, sir. But the profit center is controlling the action.
Mm-hmm. Why it is asking profit center to you? Check the field status group now.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
which GL account it is coming like that?
Vendors.
Vendor account. Check the
Yes, sir.
the banking key you will check or field status group also you will check. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yesterday we changed our country for vendors now, sir. And we try to use free selection. I'm doing the same, but I'm getting a error. Like payment method is not defined in abroad.
Payment method is not defined in?
Abroad.
Payment method not defined abroad. Okay, so you are doing the payment for foreign customer, foreign pay vendor.
Yes, sir.
Then you have not defined the exchange rates and all, no? How can you do the payment?
No, yesterday you did now by changing the country of our vendor.
No, that is just creation of the proposal I showed you, right? Payment I cannot do. Even I cannot do. Why? Because exchange rates I have not created, no?
Yes, sir. Last Saturday said the same thing. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Sir, show me the yesterday class, notepad.
Yeah, this is it. Selection we discussed yesterday, right? Only this one I discussed, these two. Okay, no doubt. So, hope everybody is comfortable with APP now? Yeah? Comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
You are able to run the APP and everything, correct?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Right. So now today I am going to discuss another scenario. Yes, tell me.
For foreign accounts, where we need to go for the currency?
You cannot do now. We have to do the foreign currency setup we have to do, right? You cannot do. Okay? Yeah. So foreign currency exchange rate, ratios, everything we have to do. Then only you can, right? Now dollar to rupee, you don't have the rate, no? Nothing you have not given. You have not given anything like that, right? Once you have maintained all that, then you can. Okay? Okay.
Actually, sir, I think they are getting this problem because all the payment is taken, sir, like A to Z, 1 to 9, everything.
That is not, no. They are not interrelated. Payment method is different. Currency is different. Yeah? They're totally different. Two different things. Okay, no problem. So today we are going to talk about the other scenarios, right? So I am going to talk about today cash discount, payment method, and in combination with next APP run date. This is the scenario we are going to discuss today. And cash discount payment method and next APP run date. Okay, let's discuss. Discount payment method in combination with next APP run date. Right. So now suppose I posted. So now do I have any open items now? Let me check. /FBL1N. My company code is this. Vendor number is this. Okay, execute. So I have one open item, 45,000. It has become red symbol. Why? Because I was supposed to pay it yesterday. Correct? But I did not pay, so it has become overdue. Next. What it is, we have. So now I will post one more invoice, okay, FB60. That I will post it on a cash discount payment term, okay. Now give the vendor. Vendor is 38, right?
Yes.
Give the date like this. The amount, how much is the amount? Say 40,000. The expense account, put star and then save. /n FBL1N. Execute. So now I have an open item like this, na? This is the overdue item. This is the, sorry, I have not given cash discount payment term, na? Sorry. Okay, let me open that and I will give again. Payment term is, what is the payment term? 005. I have given this. So when I go to FBL1N, I can see I have the open item, right? Calendar symbol. So why? How many days I have? 30 days time I have. Correct? Okay. So now, okay, let me discuss this now. So now I have 40,000 open item is there, that is posted on 0050. Correct? Yeah, my payment date is so 0050. The due date, right? So up to right? So posted on today, right? Posted on
December 11.
021. So up to
10th December.
up to what? 21/11/2021. I will get 3%. Up to what? 01/12/2021. I will get 2%. Good. Next. After that,
10/12.
no discount. No discount, and due date is
10/12. 11.
11/12/2021. Is it clear, everybody? November, it is 30 days, no? Correct or not? So now you tell me, so now I am doing the APP run. Yeah, APP run today. Yeah, run date. When I am doing the APP run? Today. What is the date today? 11/11/2021. Yeah. My next APP run date. My next APP run date is 15/11/2021. Okay, so what do you understand by this? Yeah. So I am running the APP today, and next when I will run the APP? After 4 days, on 15th, correct? Yeah. So I am running the APP today. My next APP run date is 15th. Okay. So if I pay today, how much discount I will get?
3%.
Suppose if I do not pay today. When I am coming back? 15. If I pay on 15th, how much I will get?
3%.
So today also 3%. Next time also 3%. Correct? So then the point here is, then why should we pay today? Correct or not? System will think like this. System will think like a human beings, right? We also like that, na? If I pay today, what is the benefit, right? Yeah. If there is no benefit, I will not pay, na? Let's wait to pay in the last day, right? Correct or not? That is what we do, na, human beings, correct? The same way system will think. See, I will give you one example, okay? Now, every year we have a tax deadline is there, na? July 31st is the deadline. Yeah, every year. I don't know how many of you are paying the tax, but generally for individuals, July 31st is the deadline. Okay. Now, every year, July 31st, it will crash. From April 1st, right, there are 4 months time, but nobody will pay the tax. July 31st, last day, everybody will push pressure on the server and it will crash.
By enjoying the relationship.
Yeah. Suppose now every year what the government does, it will extend it till August 31st, right? Usually this happens. Now again on August 31st, again it will crash. You see? Now this year they extended it till December 31st, right? And I am sure on December 31st also it will crash. Why? Right or not? Why nobody wants to pay before, right?
They are rushing them.
Indian psychology.
Yeah, that's not
India, everywhere.
human psychology. Right. So same human psychology we have trained the APP also. Now APP is also will think like this only, right? So if there is no benefit, it will not be simple. So now you tell me, if when I am creating the proposal today, today, that is what date? If I am creating a proposal today, that is on 11.11.2021. Will it pick up or not pick up? Pick or
Not pick up, sir.
ఇస్తాను చేస్తున్నాను కాదు ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాను చూడండి
Pick up, sir. Pick up.
it will pick up or not pick up?
It will not
No,
be
sir, it will not.
Not pick up, sir.
It will not pick up. Why it will not pick up?
Because we have time.
We can
Because
pay
we
on
have
15th also, na? 15th also we can pay and still get 3%, na? Understand? So we are telling the system, right? I am coming back on 15th, right? So if I pay 15th also, I will get 3%. Then why should I pay today? Because there is no benefit, right? So it will not pick up. Understand? So in my proposal, it will not pick up this item. Why? Because there is no benefit. There is no benefit in paying today. Got it?
Sir, it will calculate through next half run rate, sir. APP.
It will calculate through.
KPP run rate.
Yes, it will take this next APP run rate into consideration. Based on that, it will decide whether to pick or not pick.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay? Right. So everybody understood how this next APP run date, how it is working in combination with the next APP run date with cash discount. Correct? Okay. So now suppose I make a small change. Suppose I will make the next APP run date as 25th. Now tell me what will happen. If I pay today, I will get 3%. If I don't pay today, right, when I am coming back on 25th. On 25th, how much I will get?
2%.
2%.
2% today.
So there is a loss.
Yes.
So if we wait for the next time, there is a loss of 1%.
1%.
So we don't want to lose the loss, right? We don't want to lose it. So it will pick up. Understood? Because there is benefit. What benefit? 1% then. Got it? So depending upon what is your payment term, depending upon your date, and depending upon your next APP run date, system will decide whether to pick or not to pick up. Correct? So, right? So depending upon what are your payment terms, depending upon what are all your dates, and depending upon your next APP run date, it will decide whether to pick or not to pick. Is it clear?
So even though if I wish to pay by today itself, even after getting 3% like next 3 days also, can I make the payment by today itself? Or it will not allow to us to do payment?
It will?
Whether it can be allowed to do payment by itself, today itself, or it will stop?
See, there are, so this APP, whenever you are talking about mass, meaning. I have 1 lakh items. I want to put a standard logic so that it will pick up from them. Correct? So in that logic, it will pick up whatever is correct for us. It will pick up like that. So one item I want to pay, you can as well go to F-53 and pay. Nobody will stop you. Correct? Yeah. This is the logic that is applying for mass, thousands of items.
Yes.
Got it? Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody understood cash discount payment term in combination with next APP run date?
Sir,
Yes.
the management wants to take 2% discount. How to do this thing, sir?
See, management will not, we don't decide, our vendor will decide. Right? He will tell us whether he will give or not give, right? How much he will give. The management, if you leave it to management, management will want 100% also. Will the supplier give? No, right?
No.
The discount will come from the vendor, supplier, not from management.
Yes.
Okay. But if vendor is giving 2%, then
Sir,
payment
my
term we have
question-
to create, no?
No, sir. My question is, management wants to pay after 10 days, just availing 2% discount.
Yeah, pay. You have to don't come back
So-
on 11th, come back after 21st. After 21st,
After
you
20.
pay, you will get automatic. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, simply can you explain it, sir? Because network issues, this voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking or your voice?
My side, sir. Network is because of raining, sir.
Okay. So now understand. So system is very, very smart here. System will check your payment terms, your dates of posting. So it will read your payment terms, and based on that, it will check your next APP run date. It will compare both of them. Which one is correct? Right? If it is any benefit is there, it will pick up. No benefit, it will leave it for the next time. So next time is what? When is the next time? The next APP run date. This is the reason why we are giving. In your APP run, you are giving in F110. Where is F110? This one, na? F110, right? This one, right? So here in the parameters, 11.11. This one, na? Here we are giving like this, na? Next run date. Why we are giving this? The reason is this only, right? So system will take the decision based on your next APP run date. Is it clear, everybody?
Next step it will take automatically.
Next run date, yes. So in the next run date, again we will give the next run date, na? Right? So today is 11th, right? When I come back next time, I will give here 15th, right? So understand the logic. I will give here 15th, and again I have to give the next run date, na? 19th, 20th, 25th, something I will give, na? Based on that, it will decide.
Okay, sir.
Understood? Correct? So today's run date and next run date, keeping in this consideration, it will decide. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us do this now, right? So I'm going to practically show you. Yes.
Sir, if we don't want to select, someone asked, if they want to take 2%. So in the free selection, we will say this vendor don't want, right? I mean, if we don't want this to get into run.
This vendor, you will give his number or what?
In free selection, we will give.
Correct. You can put the filter there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So now I am going to, already I posted, I believe, FBL1, and I have 2 open items. One is on immediate, already overdue item is there, and this is the cash discount item, okay? Now I am running the APP /F110. So let me check how many of you understood this concept. Okay, so I am giving this date, 11th date, enter. Parameters, did I enter or not? Yes, I think I have entered the payment method. This date. 15th is the next APP run date. Okay. 15th is the next APP run date. Okay, let me update this. So my next APP run date is 15. So my discount is also 3%. So there is no loss. No loss. So what will happen if there is no loss? When I am creating the proposal today, it will pick up or not pick up?
Not pick up, sir.
Because there is
No benefit. Thanks.
got it? Okay, let's try. Let's try this in the system now. Okay, now. Pre-selection I have already discussed. I am not giving. Next, due date check, payment method and all that. Printout data medium is this. Perfect. Save. So now when I go to the status option here, schedule proposal. Okay, schedule proposal. Start immediately. Create payment medium. Enter. Now keep on pressing enter here. Proposal has been created now. Now you tell me how many open items I will have in the proposal. One or
Two will be there.
One.
okay, right? We understand. I have two open items now. One is overdue item. Another one is cash discount item.
Cash discount.
So this 40,000 it will pick up or not pick up?
No,
This one.
yes, sir, it will pick up.
It will pick up, sir.
Okay, let's see. So how many items? Is it clear?
One has been picked up.
Okay. So 45,000 it is picking up because anyhow it is due. Overdue it is. 40,000 it is not picking up because there is no benefit in paying today, right? We will pay on 15th. Anyhow we are coming back on 15th, na? Yes. On that day we will pay. See how smart the system is. It is thinking like us, human beings. Clear? So many things it is considering and taking a decision. It is not blindly taking the decision. Is it clear? So this is why I am discussing this topic is I want to tell you the importance of next APP run date. Okay, so in the interview they will ask you what is the importance of the next APP run date, right? So based on the next APP run date, system will decide whether to pick or not to pick. Is it clear?
Sir.
Okay. Now, so I am changing now. You see now, I am changing. Okay. So what I will do, I will go back, edit, proposal, delete. Okay. Yes. Now, so I am going back, edit, proposal, delete. So go to parameters here, and here I am changing this to 25th. Okay. Okay. I am changing this to 25th, and click on the save. Right, good. So now my status is this here. I am going to schedule the proposal now, right? Okay, let me see. Keep on pressing enter. Proposal. Now you tell me, now my payment next run date is what? 25th, right? So if it is 25th, right, this I have changed it to 25th. So now this will be 2%, correct? So there is loss. Loss of
1%.
1%. So pick up, correct?
Yes.
Because there is benefit. Correct? Let's see. So how many items I can see now? Two items. Well, there is only one item here. Why?
Because one vendor, same vendor.
Same vendor, right? Same vendor. Will you give two checks or one check?
One check.
That's why it will add and show, right? If you click on this, then it will show 45, 40.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now if I click on the, if I click on the 45, you see there is no discount here. Okay. If I click on the 40, there is a discount. How much discount?
1200.
3%. 1200. Got it? System wants us to take 3% discount. That's why it is taking. So 40,000 minus 1200 is 38,800. 38,800 plus 45,000. Total we got 83,800. Is it clear, everybody? So if I go for payment run, how many checks will be created?
One, sir.
Only one check. One check for 83,800. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now one more scenario I am going to discuss. Everybody comfortable with cash discount payment run and next PPP run date?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now system automatically picking up the discount. Now am I telling it here discount and all that? No. Automatic process. Clear? Yeah. Okay, good. Now, so next thing what I am going to discuss is the next scenario that is the, note down, individual payment requested by the vendor. Okay, please note down. Individual payment requested by the vendor. Okay, good. Yes.
So can we run the APP for the advance payment also?
For
Advance payments.
advance payment, yes, I will show you. Yeah. One by one we are covering the scenarios now. I will go there. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Are scenarios there in the material book?
These some are there. I will cover many more. Yeah.
Okay.
Some are there. So that's why I'm going in depth, right? How far we will go, we will, right?
Okay.
Individual payment, I will always cover more subject than that is there in the syllabus. Yeah, that is for sure. Okay. So individual payment, so sometimes the new topics get added based on the feedback I am getting from the students, the question asked in the interview. I have to add, I have to develop the syllabus, right? That's why the it's not fixed content, right? I will give that. But as you proceed through the course, if I feel anything more important, I will add, keep on adding. Okay?
Okay.
Now individual payment requested by the vendor. So here vendor, what he is saying is, now here you are seeing like this, no? This one. If when I open this, I am able to see two items, right? Now vendor is saying, no, I want two separate checks. I don't want one check. I want you to pay separately for me. So 45,000 separate check, 38,800 separate. Background noise. Correct? Okay. Right. Understood? So understood the scenario? Vendor is asking me to pay separately. Okay. Now. A minute. Okay. Now, so now how do we do this? How do we achieve this, right? So what I will do, you go here, go back, delete the payment run, okay? Go back, delete the proposal, edit, proposal, delete. Yes. Now I am going to note down. So to achieve this, to set up this, right? Note down. To set up this, note down. Go to vendor master record. Code change vendor master record.
K02.
Right. Go to yeah. So let me go here. Go to payment transactions. Payment transactions company. Next. Then under that, under APP section, select individual payment checkbox. Okay, right on. Okay. So this is a request coming from only one vendor, na? So for that vendor only we do this. Other vendors it will pay together, right? All the items it will pay separately. For this vendor it will pay separately. All the other vendors it will pay together. For this vendor it will pay separately. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's do this now. So now you have seen na already. You have seen together it is showing na 83,000 something it is showing na 83,800 something it is showing, correct? Yeah. Now let us do that. So now I will go to FK02. You go like this. Now here which screen I have to go now? I have to go to payment transactions under company code. Payment transactions under company. Now press enter. So now what it is, I have here, you see individual. So under automatic payment APP section, this is APP section. This entire box is for APP, correct? Now here I will select individual payment checkbox. Individual payment checkbox. Okay? No. Save. So I selected now for this vendor, only for this vendor I selected the individual payment. Save. Done. Now I will go and run the APP again. Okay? Let's do that. So what is that I have here? Parameters I have entered. Now shall we run the APP? And I'm not changing anything, correct? Yeah? Did I change anything? Nothing, right?
No.
Okay. Now let us run the proposal. Start immediately, create payment medium, enter. Now keep on pressing enter. Proposal has been created, right? Edit proposal you can. Got it?
Yes.
So can you see the difference here?
It's tape green mark.
Difference? Any difference is there or not there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I go for payment run, how many checks will be printed? 2 separate, right? One is for 45, another one is 38 items. Sometimes what happens is we have these kind of vendors, right? So they are not vendors in themselves, right? They are like mediators. So they have somebody, they will just coordinate the transaction, right? So they have somebody that check, they will, as it is, they will pass it on to that particular party, right? So they are just in the middle coordinate. See, they have, suppose you have asked for 11 materials. Now this vendor, he has got only 10 materials. Now he does not want to say no to you, right? So that 11th material, he will get it from somebody else. Right, so you understand. So there will be a billing separately done for it. So that 11th material he wants to give the check separately so that he can pass it on to him. Correct. So these are certain circumstances where you have to give separate check. So this is where it will apply. Okay, clear everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So done now? So this is individual payment requested by the vendor. Okay, next scenario, right? Yeah, next scenario is I want to block an item. Block an item in proposal. So you know now block. Yeah, I don't want to pay. Okay, suppose after creating the proposal, now I do not want to pay one item. Now this proposal is there, na? In this, I do not want to pay 45,000 items. I want to pay 45,000 items. How I will do that? I can click on this. Then here again I will click on this. And here I have the payment block option is there. So I will go here and I will block, right? So this is my blocked for payment. Okay, I will select this. A blocked for payment. Yeah, and
B also blocked for payment. What is it?
B is automatically it will pick up, right? So in case of advance payments and all, it will use. But generally A is the used for the this type of blocking. Okay, B is used for advance payment. Somewhere you have to put the block after making the payment. After you made the advance payment, then when you are posting the invoices, there if you want to block, then automatically it will pick up, right? We will see. But now it is A. Yeah. A. Okay. Now press enter.
Sir, can I show again, sir?
Yeah. So again I will show. Here you see my 45,000. I got it red color. Correct. You see. Let me go back. I will show again. Yeah. So I have this proposal, right? In this I have two items now, 45,000, 38,800, two items I have. From these two items, I want to block 45,000 items. So what I will do, I will click on the 45,000 item. I will click on the 45. Then I will click on the block option. I will select the blocked for payment option. And then I will click on the enter. So when I click on the enter, when I go back, you see this 45,000 is in the red color. Correct now? So you see, if I click on this, system will show me here at the bottom here. It is blocked. Okay. If you click on this also, okay. Now click on save here. So then I am blocking the item. That's it. Payment proposal has been edited. Okay, note down everybody, payment proposal has been edited.
So that block item can be removed, sir, from block list. That item working.
This item you want to remove again, huh?
Yes, sir. It means remove the block. It is
No.
possible.
Now immediately if you want to remove the block. No, here.
Yes.
Remove it. And, yeah. Again you have to, okay. So you go back.
Sir, can you say that block item and open item is same?
Block item?
And open item?
Block item is blocked, right? Block item is blocked.
Okay.
It is asking the new payment method. Go back. Okay. Just a minute. It has been deleted here, no? That's why. We have to give the payment method. If you give the payment method again, what is our payment method? A, no?
Yes.
A method, and house bank is HDFC, correct?
Sir.
Enter it. Okay, go back. Okay, got it. Green button.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So you can remove the, immediately you can, if you have blocked, you can remove the block. Okay? Now I am not saving all this. Now already blocked, now we have a block here, right? So already it is blocked, 45,000 is blocked. Okay? Now if I go for the payment run, how much it will make the payment? 38,800. Is it clear? Yeah. 38,800 because 45,000 is blocked. Okay, let us go for the payment run. Payment run, enter. Keep on pressing enter. One generated, one completed. Correct. Now if you go to display proposal, sorry, not display proposal, payment, you can see 38,800 is paid. What about 45,000?
It is blocked.
It is blocked. Correct, you understood now? Yeah? So 45,000 it has not picked up. 38,000, only 38,800 it has paid. Now I want to issue the check, right? So schedule printout. Give the variant here, CEE, what is it? Enter. Now go to system, services, what it is?
Control.
Okay. Yeah, execute. You got it here, right? This is the check number. Got it?
Sir, can we see that blocked item in the open item?
Blocked item in the open item, what do you think? Can you see or not?
Yes, sir, we can see.
We
We have blocked in this.
We have not paid, no? We have not paid, right? It's open. Is it clear?
And sir, when we done next FTP, that will come under that.
What do you think? So now this is a interview question. Now you will ask.
No, it will not come, sir.
Yes, sir, it will automatically come, sir.
Already
It will pick up in next FTP proposal. Because we not for this FTP run only.
Okay, let me complete. Now this is an interview question. They will ask you. Now I have created a proposal in the APP, but I have blocked one item in the proposal. Now, so in one APP run, I blocked one item in the proposal. Now I want to unblock it, right? In the next APP run, I want it to pick up. So I want to unblock it. How do I unblock it? Is the question. So again, I am repeating the question. While running the APP run in a proposal, I blocked an item and made the payment run, right? I have completed the payment run by blocking an item. In the next APP run, I want to pay it. So I want to unblock it. How do I do it? It's a question.
No,
Sir, I think
no need to unblock, sir.
No need to unblock, sir.
We have blocked our particular proposal matter.
Yes, whatever we do in a proposal, it's specific to that proposal only.
Correct. Yes. To understand the logic, we are not blocking permanently. We are only blocking for that particular APP run, right? Right? Correct or not? Yeah.
Yes, sir,
So that's why it will automatically pick up. So I am not blocking permanently. This invoice is not blocked permanently. Only in that APP run. On that day, I don't want to pay. So the blocking is at proposal level, right? Only in that proposal, I don't want to pay. Next proposal, I will pay, na? Got it? Yeah. So that's why the answer is you do not need to unblock it. So it's just trying to confuse you, right? If you say no, I can go to the proposal, open the proposal, I can remove the block, means what? They will ask you again, right? Yeah.
So I think we can do that only in that proposal at that moment of time. Like later.
Correct. So now even if you want to unblock it also, you cannot do it now, na? Is it possible to now edit the proposal? It is already passed. Correct or not? Now payment is also over, na? Can you unblock it now?
No.
Unblock it. Can you do it now? Impossible, right? It is already, it will not give a chance to also.
Can we block permanently also?
Permanently also you can block. Yes, that is at the vendor level, right? Item.
Where we can block?
Here. Okay. Okay, now first let me complete this, then I will show you permanent blocking, okay?
Sir, if you block in APP, BL1N, you can see if it is blocked or...
No, it is not at all related to FBL1N, na? APP is APP, right? It has picked up from FBL1N, there you are not paying, okay, finish. In that proposal you are not paying. Why it should come into FBL1N? Not required.
In open item, it will not show it is blocked. Like
It is not blocked permanently. That's what I am saying. Na? Only in that APP proposal run, one day, one
What's the proposal?
run. It is not blocked permanently. Okay, background noise. Okay. No. Understood? Yeah? So now when I run, you see now I want to run and show you, right? Next run I want to run immediately, right? Number 2, you see now. So everything I will give the same, right? Everything I will give the same. Due date, payment method, line items, vendor number is this, correct? Now printout data medium is this. Okay, save. Now status is this. Schedule proposal, start immediately, create payment medium, enter. Keep on pressing enter. Now edit proposal, I have it. Correct. You understood? Is it picked up? Is it picking up?
Yes, sir. Picked up.
Yeah. So you understood? Did I unblock it? Really?
No, sir.
Alright, you don't need to unblock it. It will be automatically picked up in the next proposal. Is it clear? So this is proposal level blocking. Now we are not blocking permanent. Okay? Now I will show you where permanent blocking. Okay? Okay, let me delete. Now where I can permanently block it, right? Background noise, FBL1N, FBL1N. I have the open items. Now this is the vendor number, na?
Yes.
Okay, now /n, I will open this FB0. Okay, I will open this. Now here I will open this, change, click on change document, click on the vendor item. Here you see payment block is there, na? That block I will put the block, right? Block for payment. This is the permanent block. Understood?
Oh.
So we can block in AB03, right?
FB03, right? Change and block. Yes. So now if I go /n FBL1N, this item is blocked, na? If I click on it, yeah, this item is blocked for payment. Okay. So even if I am trying to make manual payment also, for set aside APP, you will see what will happen. The item 46,000. Vendor number is this, correct? Process open items. Now can you see? Yeah, this is the item. I want to select it. So you see, item was not activated due to online payment block.
Bah.
Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
yes.
So this you cannot make the payment. This will not
It
go.
will not come onto APP also.
Yes, of course, na. This is a blue. It is not able to select it.
But it will show in open item.
It will show in the open item, correct? Because we have not paid in. It will show in the open item. We have not
Can
paid.
we identify, sir, can we identify this payment is blocked? Is there any?
No, you have to background noise.
Sir, in BL1 and where you blocked, sir? Yes.
FBL1N I did not block. I blocked in FB03. Okay. Okay. Let's see if there is a block key here somewhere. If it is there, you can see. Otherwise, you have to check in the Dunning block option.
Payment block.
I think you can double click item, sir. You will get there.
Which item? This item. Yeah, here I am able to get, but I am checking, at the item level itself we are able to. Let me see if there is an option here.
Undi sir,
Yeah, we have. Okay. You see? Got it? If you activate it, you can. Clear, everybody? Yeah. So that is, so now until and unless that block is removed, you cannot pay. Is that clear? Even in APP also you cannot pay, right? You want to try? Yeah, manual also it is not paying means ruled out APP, correct?
Sir, removing block from also FB03.
Of course, yes, same.
Yes.
Yeah, actually it is FB02 for change, but you can do through FB03 also, okay? Directly you can do FB02 also. Okay? Same screen. Yes.
And permanent block versus end block.
After removing payment, is there any time limit to void checks?
After?
Running payment. 1121.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any time limit if you want to void checks?
After issuing the check, sir?
Yeah.
No, not specific. So here you have the posting period. Posting period will be closed, no? That itself is a limitation.
Okay. So after issuing checks, amount will not be transferred to vendor, right?
No, the amount will be transferred only when the vendor goes to the bank and collects the money.
Okay, so thank you. Want to void checks after some long time? Is there any alternative way?
After
For
long...
example, we pay to wrong vendor like that.
Yeah, 1 month is more than enough, no? You cannot realize after 1 month, right? You issued the check in that period, correct?
Okay.
Sir, in the FD03, we enter the payment login. Sir, it will pay next to APP run or not?
I am showing you, no? You will see now. Okay, let us run that. I will clear your doubt also. Now I am scheduling the proposal here. Payment run 1 has been processed by the user. Okay, so now some other is it there?
Oh.
I think we used one
or two?
One.
Already we have used it, no? Two I have to use.
Two I do.
Am I expecting to get? Zero.
Nothing.
When the proposal is blank, what I will get?
Company code
No. It is identifying. Okay, there is an item, but it is clearly saying, it is saying like this, right? 003 error. Okay.
Item is due.
Correct? It will show like.
So it means permanently blocked, right?
Yes, correct. Until and unless you remove the block, it will. You cannot do this in the proposal. Not possible. From here, I cannot change this. Okay, it is allowing here. Let us try. Let us try to change from here. Whether it will allow from here. Okay, enter. Let us see. Maybe we can do that from here. Payment method A. Okay, now enter.
Show message.
Go back. Yeah, it is allowing to do from the APP special process. Yeah, yes, you can do that. Through APP, you can do that. Yes, it is allowing. Okay, so once you do, then it will do the payment of. Let's see. So block I was able to do manually, I could remove. Complete. So FDL1N, whatever block was there, I have successfully cleared it. Right, so there is one process, right, where you can do through APP. Individually you can select and change. Yeah, so manual process, you see, I have already cleared the blocked item also through manual. That is also manual, right? I went to that line item and then I cleared the block, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we will stop here for today. So tomorrow I will discuss some more scenarios. Yeah, and
Could you show me notepad, please?
I want all of you to do the practice, right?